This is the next day. I'm just about to leave Flying J or Pen 80. Turns out it's not actually Flying J. I knew it was like everywhere it's marked as Pen 80. And I went inside the restaurant, I mean inside the truck stop, and I got, you know, coffee. And on the coffee it says, no, it doesn't say Flying J. Yeah, even the cups are different, right? And I give him my, you know, those bonus points card. And I said, can you, you know, scan it so I get points for the coffee, right? Because I get free coffee after like 6 or 7, I think. So you have to scan it each time you buy coffee, and that's how the system knows. Brake check, brakes work. And the lady says, no, we don't do that. I said, wait a second, aren't you Flying J? So she refused to scan the card. She says, I can take points from it, but I cannot scan it. Basically, what the... Yeah, because it's going downhill. So they can take your points, but you cannot make any points here. But at least, you know, this truck stop, there's always space here, like on the top. And I went through the top and I didn't like it over there, so I saw guys park here. There was lots of space, so just park on the side. And what's interesting about this truck stop is that it's at the junction of 254, Highway 254, and I-80. And my permit says I must take 254 and go north. I cannot continue on I-80. And actually, right before I took this exit for the truck stop, I saw a sign saying that there's a road construction 3 miles ahead. So it's cool. So now when I leave the truck stop, I'm just gonna stay on this road, because that's 254, for 6 miles or 10 kilometers. And it takes me basically away from 80. And then I come back to 80 on 54. So kind of like I'm doing a semi-circle. Lift axle up. Lift axle down. See, my GPS says go here because that's 80 east. Don't worry, we'll come back to 80. We just need to do a little detour. And I turned off voice instructions because I knew it would be screaming at me. See, now it says turn around. Oh boy. Yeah, I bet my GPS is kind of disappointed with me so early in the morning. Yeah, you see, east 254. Yes sir, that's what I need. So 10 kilometers, so 285 now, the last 3 digits on my odometer. 286, so I need 296. 296. transmission keeps fighting me today. Probably not enough coffee. Yeah, that's it. Oh, as soon as I gulp down coffee, you see? This is a small town called Malta, New York. You gotta love this trucker path, because I was looking for a truck stop somewhere in between the Quebec border and Albany, and my truck stop, the printed directory didn't have anything, but trucker path on my smartphone showed me this little truck stop at highway at exit 11 off 87, I-87. the truck stop alive. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Now I know why it's not listed in the truck stop directory. But of course now it's not a good time. It's 4:36, so people are coming back from work. So I'm glad I'm back on the highway. So I-87, I got 211 kilometers or 125 miles to my destination, which is a small truck stop like 10 minutes south of the border with Quebec.
Take the exit right, 36, Highway 22, towards Plattsburgh International Airport. Then, at the end of the road, turn right, towards Plattsburgh.
Okay, where's the truck stop? Truck stop 24-hour daily. Right.
Highway 22, towards Plattsburgh. Then, you'll reach your destination on your left.
On my left. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, this one was listed both in my truck stop directory and on Tracker Path. So this is exit 36 of I-87. Just probably, I don't know, 30-40 miles to the border between New York and Quebec. So I did 697 kilometers today. Not a lot, but you know, I had to do a lot of shifting, and so it took me a whole day. But the excavator behaved. Only once I had to tighten one chain, and I believe the ride was as good for her as it was for me. So no complaining on the part of the excavator. Everything sits the way it should be. Oh, a couple of times on this 87, you know, I'm following my permit, right? Huh. So the back of my truck is right on I-87. So I'm following my permit, and maybe 3 or 4 times over here on 87 you're driving and there's a sign that says it's either water inside, or why is it so dark? I don't know. Charging. All right. Yeah, so one lane is closed, and it's always the right lane. And then of course they put these, my favorite concrete barriers that, you know, makes the driving so much fun, especially when you're oversized. And it's real narrow, and it turns like that lane, you know, goes like this. I'm telling you, like, I had to go to slow down, basically to a stop, and just drive in like gear 3. And the tracks of the excavator were like maybe like this, maybe, I don't know, 4 inches, 10 centimeters on each side, and you have to be so precise, you know, it's like not even funny. So, and once again, I'm very helpful for that mascot, you know, the Mac mascot, because I just know exactly where my wheels are. When I look at that dog on my hood, right, I know how to put my you know, how to steer my truck to stay out of trouble. And I managed to get through all these construction zones without any incidents, but it was difficult. And of course that's why they pay us the big bucks. And the sun is already setting. There's a sign on the other side, blue sign, white lettering. It says limited services next 75 miles. So it's a really, you know, remote area, but it's so beautiful. You know, I was driving and thinking that New York State and probably Montana are my favorite states, you know. Oh, another oversized guy. Oh, I hold this stuff. Those big AC units. It's like what they call cooler. Yeah, it's not actually AC. It's I forgot, but oh, the exit is right there. So guys are flying towards Canada. I see they all have Quebec plates. So of course they're going home, since the border, as I mentioned, is only like 30 miles away. Well, I hope that guy is not gonna hit me. Look at this. Yeah, we're recording. What are you doing? What? We are recording. So you hit me, it's gonna be on camera. You step away from your truck for 1 second, and there's a guy from Mississippi who decides that this is the perfect place. I wonder if he can see the excavator on my bed. Alright, looks like he can see. That's a good thing, you know, a driver who can see the 11 foot 2 inch wide load on my trailer. That's a good driver in my book. But, you know, sometimes I have people backing next to me. And oh yeah, that place where that army trucks were, one guy, he was also oversized, and he backed next to me, but I can see his experience. It took him like, you know, 2 seconds to back, you know, not like this guy. He wasn't, you know, doing these retries. And so I saw that the guy knew what he was doing, but when he parked to me, I look in the mirror and I'm like, you know, there was maybe 2 feet between the wide part on my load and the wide part on his load. And actually, when his cab was over here, I couldn't help it. I just lowered the window. I said, "You see that big thing on my trailer, right?" I thought he would be offended. I said, "I'm just checking, you know." And he said, yeah, everything's cool. So we started laughing, you know. So sometimes laughter is the best medicine. Anyway, so this is it. So this is the end of the day. I'm pretty much there. So delivery is tomorrow. I don't know yet what I'm doing. I reminded my dispatch to find me something, but I just don't want to drive 600 kilometers or 400 miles back to Cambridge. So I said I can wait till Monday, you know, if you don't have anything tomorrow, because tomorrow is Friday. I can wait over the weekend there, you know. The food is good, beautiful women, nice restaurants, so I might spend the weekend in Quebec. So it's 50-50 chance that I will get a load tomorrow. Well, thanks for watching. This was what, day 2, I think, with this big Volvo machine. To be continued.